We could keep going. We could keep going. How do I set Riven prices? I go to Warframe Market. I check what people are selling Riven prices for. I don't sell Rivens that much because I don't try to go for godly rolls and then resell a Riven. Um, yeah, like I don't. If there's a Riven that's good enough to sell, it's a Riven that's good enough to use, which is really my philosophy on Rivens. If I'm selling a Riven with no rolls, then I just try to price it competitively. So there are some weapons that just have better base prices than others. Um, like Arca Plasmor is a couple hundred, right? It's a good weapon. It's a popular weapon. People like it. But something like, say, a Furus Riven is probably not worth that much. So as long as I'm not selling it for less than 20 plat, um, it's a fair price. Although in that case, because it's not worth more than 20 plat, I would probably use one of those as Riven fodder into a Riven transmuter. Um, if I roll a Riven a lot, but it still doesn't have any useful stats, especially on a popular weapon, the price goes down because people want fresh Rivens to roll because they want the cheap rolls. Kuva's actually kind of easy to come by, but at the same time, it's not that easy to come by. Because right now, the most efficient way of getting Kuva is turning in arbitration keys or steel essence. And I don't do as much of that because I can't play 16 hours a day. Or I could, but I'm not going to. Um, the most efficient way of getting Kuva is still Resource Booster Kuva Flood. But Kuva Siphons aren't as good anymore because Arbitrations and Seal Essence you can turn in for Kuva. If it has usable stats and it has more than 10 rolls, I probably price it at about the same price as a freshly unrolled Riven. So if something is worth 500 unrolled, I might, and it's got usable stats, I might price it at 100. If it's popular stats like base damage multi-shot, you probably double the price. But typically I just base it off a Warframe market because you never know what people are willing to pay for a Riven. And truth be told, it's so easy to get resources in this game that it's more efficient just to buy the booster. Just buy the booster, farm the Kuva yourself. Chances are you're gonna get a better or a usable or better Riven within the number of expected rolls. If you're looking for a God Riven, that's when you start wondering. It's like, hey, um, is this amount of plot that I sink into this weapon worth it? It might be if you're able to swindle someone for like 10,000 plat because you got crit damage, multi shot, negative zoom, and you got tier 1 rolls on everything. Otherwise, this is not really worth it because nobody should be paying that amount of platinum for a Riven because the amount of damage that you get might be less than 1% off of a Riven with the same stats that has all tier 2 rolls. And even then, there's nothing in this game that you actually need those Rivens for. By the time that you actually get up into the point where your weapon damage is falling off, you're probably going to be using your Warframe powers more often than you are going to be using your actual gun. Or your melee weapon is actually going to cover up the rest of it. So it's just there's not a window for Riven. There's not a window for Rivens to like ever be that expensive. It's not ever worth buying it, but people will do it because people are bad at video games. They don't know how to they don't understand value versus opportunity cost. Let's roll this. I'm gonna run out of Kuva. Once again, heat is on the bottom. I don't want negative reload speed. The reload speed on this gun already fucking sucks. It's 3 seconds. I mean... Crit chance cold base damage, but it's all shitty rolls. My god. My lord in heaven. I can't stand this game! Do I just keep going till the end? I just keep going till the end. I've got 2 months to make up. I've got 2 months to make up the rest of my to make up Kuba. Negative fire rate, please. I've only got 6 more rolls. I'm not gonna get anything good on this. I don't think there is anything worth getting on this anymore. I don't want to roll this riven anymore. Three rolls. I'm gonna have 69. I'm gonna have the magic number of Kuva after this. Heat and punch through. Nope. Nope. That's not better. Alright, here you go.